Weird. Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Bop, bop. Hopefully you can hear me. Test, test, 1, 2, 3. All right, that's working. All right. Sorry about that. The Stream Deck froze. I unplugged it, plugged it back in, and then the Wave XLR froze, which meant my voice was offline, which was no bueno. We're going to remove the virus TI from the wavelink. Okay, let's see. Did everything get not? Does this still work? Okay, it does. So, we got about 2 minutes until open. Hold up, I gotta log in to the ATOS. Okay, back. Yeah, I'll go do that again. There's a bunch of 100 lots here. Basically at the value area low. Okay, let's see. 162 here, 102 there.
Absorption ESU 5 CME sellers
now,
at 6,468.5. Sweep ESU 5 CME buyers at 6,468.25. Sweep NQU 5 CME buyers at 23,863.
All right. So essentially, we're going to go up and possibly bearish retest the 900 and then look for probably some buy side hit and fatigued. Here we go.
Sweep ESU 5 CME buyers at 6467.
bouncing off this previous swing high, which also happens to be the previous month high. Basically putting these little inflection points on the chopping block, turning them into buy side. We were saying just a moment ago to see a retest of the 900s, and here's some buy side hit.
Sweep and QU5 CME buyers at
Shout out to all you lovely 6 people
23,885.25.
watching. You guys are bosses. Okay, so we hit some of the buy side here. I still think we're going a little bit higher. May bearishly retest this drop bounce area. Give the people that went long here break even out, perhaps. Dun, 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 dun. Let's play a song to change the mood, shall we?
I'm tired, but I'm wide awake. In darkness, I can see your face. When you're with me, there's no pain.
Here comes a little bit of a slingshot to the upside. On those 74 lots, somebody just added 55. You see that? It also looks like they're going to sweep that 470 lot, like the 470s on ES 6470. It's about to burst up. Yo, what's up? There we go.
Sweep and QU5 CME
Sweep in the
buyers at
900s, like
23,901.5.
More buy side conversion here. Yep, indeedly doodly. You could have taken that slingshot. We came back above the level. Volume point of control at 935. What's up? All right. Somebody wants to sneak
Absorption
into another lot.
ESU5
There you go.
CME buyers at 6,472.5.
seeing some lag on ATOS versus Bookmap. Ooh, how about we're back at a volume point of control from the 12th.
When the sun goes down.
Doom, doom. We're doing a good job of maintaining the sell side without going down. So we had a negative 1K in sell side aggression push to the downside at the value area low, and then we came back up, and now we're generating some more sell side. With each push up, we pushed up into 400 in buy side, and now getting a little bit of negative delta in this 908 region. So this looks like it could continue higher off this little negative delta here. It's the retro wave, man. I like the retro stuff. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum. Like Duke Nukem style. Oh no. Well, I'm halfway there. I'm sleeveless. It's actually not as hot today. I was impressed. The weather is cooling down a little bit.
Sweep and QU5 CME sellers at
Pulled back on
23,909.
243. This could be your push up into the 30s. You got some resting liquidity up there.
Absorption ESU5
Yes,
CME
also
sellers at
taking out the
64.74.
resting orders. Converted into buy side to the tune of 167 contracts. Sellers getting punished as we continue higher. $9.30.
Absorption ESU5 CME buyers at 64.71. Sweep ESU5
Just shy of
CME
it.
sellers at 6,470.75.
be wary of your longs. At some point, you could have a sharp continuation to the downside. This looks like a possible B wave. We're just recovering some of the news candle. This inflection point at 916 is gonna be a point of interest. That was a flip up into 291 of buy side. Are they done taking the buyers out? That is the question. You got the point of control up at 932. Do we make it all the way up to that? You got some resting orders, but you probably have some defenders on the short, passively entering and selling. So this could be your inflection point, mon ami. Yes, sirree, Bob. I said be careful on them longs.
Absorption ESU 5 CME sellers at
Coming back above that inflection point.
6,473.25.
Volume point of control has now moved to 910. So you're creating this volume shelf here between the value area high and the volume point of control. And it's a long after this node. We're just seeing like a ascending channel. What do I mean by that? Like this. You're seeing this ascending channel up. Now you're reacting off the top of the channel. Daily open is right where we're at. Next volume point of control up at 936. You're making some bearish divergence on the Williams. You just hit about 428 in buy side here with this push up. That could have been your FU. If it comes below 915, you could get a sharp decline. It all depends. What does ES want to do? Keep continuing higher, in which case they'll find the support here. It's just long and chilled, it seems, from the
Sweep
open.
ESU 5 CME buyers at 64.76. Absorption ESU 5 CME sellers at 64.76.
Let's go measure the Fibonacci on this. Fibonacci is a thing too, so deep. We're at the 786 of this pullback. We reacted off the initial 786. This could be, if you don't reject off the 930 here, then you're gonna go probably clear this range at least to 947. So it's either make or break here at 930. Looks like it's holding true. Getting acceptance above this 428 lot, so I wouldn't hold any higher than this 934. You hit 600 in buy side, so either the buyers are in control or they're gonna fade it. Yeah, they're gonna come above it. Shorts are losing steam. They're just turning all the sellers into buyers. So that was your 786 potential, and we came above it. So you are going higher. We got 10 minutes until the candle close.
Absorption ESU 5 CME sellers at 64.77.
Long and chill. We broke the ascending channel and retested the outskirts of that, by the way. So we came up out of it and touched the halfway point and kept going. So we basically had rejected the deep pullback of the fib on here. So this is gonna clear up to the top of this to 956 now. By the looks of it, previous day VWAP up at 958. So the PPI news was just to accumulate a position passively to scoop on out of here. There wasn't much in the terms of like volume on that push down. Like for having, I was saying it in the beginning, like for having 174 point drop, you only had like negative 1K in delta, so it was like not much was sold, it was empty. So we're clearing the highs now. ES hasn't yet come up to the highs on their range, interestingly enough.
Absorption ESU 5 CME sellers at 64.81. Absorption ESU 5 CME sellers at 64.80.
Wow.
Sweep and QU 5 CME sellers at 23,946.25. Sweep ESU 5 CME sellers at 6,479.5.
Let me know if my audio gets messed up. So I think ES stayed at the 786 and rejected off its 786 based off of this. It looks like NQ drifted up to the 886 and rejected off of that. I know it came back exactly to that level. But let's go to the ES really quick. I want to see this mathing out. Look at my indicator. Jeez Louise. Talk about accurate. MomentumMaster.info for more information on that. I have a bunch of lifetime members that just do the alerts. They don't even talk. They just play the alerts. But yeah. Let's see. Deep. So it went to a 706. It didn't even go up to the 786. Didn't even make it to the 706. The cool thing about Momentum Master in this ultimate stochastic array here is that it is fractal against all assets. So when you check out ES, it'll have that, and then also on Bitcoin it should have that too. Not quite, but it was originally made for Bitcoin. So then I found, like, if you go to other assets like NQ, for example, you're gonna see that same fractal thing. What is the thing I'm talking about here? Well, it's down here. the stochastic array. It shows rockets at bottoms. It's like a, and then it'll give you dynamic alerts to your phone and stuff. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So you get these alerts telling you what time frames are oversold and overbought. Okay, so we came to the negative. Looks like it's gonna potentially absorb this guy. 913. There's a 167 lot guy at 916 from before, but that's most likely a popped short. But either way, yeah, I'm not really a fan for trade management for a toss. Other than that, I don't really have any complaints. I have this game, by the way, Panzer Dragoon Saga. There was only 5,000 of them ever made. Anyway, that's supposedly one of the best RPGs. So, creating this volume shelf here, / one big node, coming above that volume point of control at 935, still relatively minimal volume. Delta aggression only -200 contracts, so it's maintaining its delta balance on both sides. We'll just hang out with you guys a little bit longer today. We'll just play some games and hang out. See if we can see some extra trades coming. Hitting some sell side here. Getting some acceptance beneath those sellers. Could get an acceleration to the downside here. Coming back above the sellers, mix that. If it goes above 930, you could be getting a little bit of a squeeze. Nope. Rejection slash buyer absorption. Here's the buyer absorption. Or not. One of the things I've noticed over the last week or two has been like hesitation before it moves anywhere. Like it's not as clean as it used to be in terms of like quick acceleration in a direction. It's not trending per se. Like the moves happen, but it happens in Asia or London or after the open. there's a lot more jitteriness.
Sweep ESU5 CME buyers at
Coming
6,481.75.
above these
Absorption
guys.
ESU5 CME sellers at 6,481.5.
Oh, here we go. Now this looks like the short play. Shorts in order. Here we go. See, this is the type of acceleration you want to see, like, but it needs to follow through. There's no follow through. It just goes back on everything. We got a bunch of rejection wicks to the downside now in the last 3,000 trades. It's going to squeeze the shorts now. Oops. Or not. Like I said, it's just like it's telegraphing one and then going the other way, then telegraphing one and then going the other way. The telegraph is not hard to predict, but basically that volume point of control rejection or acceptance, 930 is the key level. If you stuck in the shorts, you're in profit. Let's go see how everyone's doing. I can't see the chat while I'm playing this. Oh, hold up. Yeah, the visuals are bar none the easiest to comprehend. I've tried every footprint thing under the sun. TradingView is garbage. Let me just show you TradingView. Where is that? And then TradingView, like, they keep trying to upsell their, like, premium or whatever. Like, that's kind of weird. Where is it? Here we go. Footprint. Like, there's nothing you can make sense of here because there's no color weight. So you have to kind of, like, look at everything. And it's just information overload. No, thank you. No, thank you. This, like, and it gives you ticks. Like, TradingView tries to upsell for ticks. Like, why? It used to be free on the premium. Buyer absorption. Buyer absorption, the 71 guy. I'm going below him. Buyer absorption. Now you're approaching the negative 880 sell side aggression, so the seller's starting to take up some speed here. Tip their hand, if you will. ES hasn't made it above that 706 level. Like, it basically repaints every single candle. It's coming above the buyers now. It's funny, a game where you drink beer to get life up. Definitely 90s. And your name's like Brad. You know, it's like, oh gosh. And he's got a mullet. There's something just like great about old games with no microtransactions, you know, just you get what you pay for. No more, no less. No paywalls, no hidden incentives to keep playing that are socially engineered with their behavioral economics. Oh, here we go. Upside. You do have more resting liquidity up here, so just putting that on the screen at the 970s, so
Sweep and QU5 CME sellers at
could be making that sweep
23,934.
now.
Absorption
Yep, we just
ESU5
pulled up
CME buyers at
into 200 buy
64.82.
side. Still negative 700 for the session, so the seller is pretty weak. Looks like we're gonna probably sweep up to the 985s. We're gonna probably go higher.
Sweep and QU5 CME buyers at 23,946.5.
We're coming above the volume point of control at 930. A different whole algorithm kicked in here when it burst up. They're starting to ladder higher. Some of these are resting orders at 980. There's 44 that didn't budge. So, yeah, they're testing who's the resting orders up
Absorption
here in the
ESU5
980s. So they're going
CME
to probably
sellers at
sweep the 980s now.
64.84.
Yes, sirree, Bob.
Absorption ESU5 CME sellers at 64.85.
Uh-oh. Ran out. It continues. Yeah, so the 980s. Let's go see the resting orders up here. So you have a 47 lot that's not budging at 968, which insinuates a seller and that could get liquidated. Another 47 lot at 980, not budging. All right, let's go back. Let's see how everyone's doing.
Absorption ESU5 CME sellers at 64.81.
Still negative 700 in sell side, and we haven't really gone anywhere, like, but up. So the seller is not really strong. And you got resting liquidity up above, so did you hit the 786 on ES? Let's see. Look at that. The nukes played out. Nukes played out. Crazy. Oops. So we came above the 786. If you do body to body, it's the 786 too. We're going to test some theory here. Just give me a second. Interesting. So it had to push down, manipulate, crash. Wow. Came back to the August 18th volume point of control. We're creating 2 wicks here. Let's see if that had the same thing going on here. Let's do from there to there. That's crazy. Okay, so negative 1K in buy sell side for the session. Again, seller's pretty weak at this point since the open. We'll stay with you until the half-hour mark since we had some blip on our stream the first session, so or the first 10 minutes or whatever. It's good that the Stream Deck is working. It was because I was unplugging my Stream Deck and plugging it back in, trying to get my synthesizer working. So I think it messed up the drivers. I didn't reboot. When you move anything hardware-wise, the software has trouble keeping up sometimes. And I'm trying to get the synthesizer is like 20 years old, but it's still the best in the industry. It's the Access Virus. Like if you hear the access virus sounds, it's classic. Basically most like this is kind of what it sounds like. Let's see. It's kind of dark. It's a dark synth. But it has like a lot of stuff from like trance. So if you heard a lot of trance music, you would hear this. It's kind of like digital but rich. Anyway, like I bought these sound samples for it, but it just, yeah, not really having that luck getting it working. So, again, seller's weak, as I said, negative 1K, didn't go anywhere. The volume point control at 930 holding. Looks like the resting liquidity at 64.90, 300 lots on ES gonna get swept alongside all of this. A launch pad? What do you mean by launch pad? Launch pad is like a what is a launch pad? Launch pad synth? Ah, Novation. No, I don't use the MIDI controllers, but the way the virus like sets up is like you can what's the word? You can set it up on your digital audio workstation, so through Logic you can do everything. So it looks like this.
Hey everyone, now you want to go to in and out. So this is the surface. Okay, nice. I don't know how to MIDI.
But you basically select all the sounds. It's like a virtual synth that runs on a hardware synth. So it's like a hybrid. It was one of the first hybrids ever.
So, hang on. Sorry, it's not easy to get. So, and this is from Virus. So,
but yeah, that's what I'm trying to get set up properly. Again, haven't played with it in a while, so it worked on my previous Mac Mini, but the new M1s, it doesn't work.
CME buyers at
Their software got discontinued.
23,961.5.
All right, so coming to sweep the 970s and possibly beyond. On that note, I think the longs are so far in play, so hopefully you're chilling from a pullback at some point when it came and held the 930 volume point of control here. And
Absorption ESU5 CME sellers at 64.85. Sweep NQU5 CME buyers at 23,966.75.
C-wave to the upside by the looks of it. Held the super trend, the volumetric cloud, and here we go. Sweeping all the resting orders to oblivion. Oblivioso. Turning them, we just took 500 in buy side. Now all of the sellers, the negative 1K that I said was weak is now completely obliterated into break even on the session. So now all of them turned into buyers at the top.
Absorption ESU5 CME sellers at 64.88.
I did update the drivers,
Absorption
but
ESU5
they
CME
stopped
buyers at
doing it.
6,486.75.
And basically they have this thing called like Aura plugin, and that's basically Logic and and Mac don't support it anymore. So it's frozen in time and you can't use it with its USB and its interface unless you have that Aura plugin that I just showed a video of. So I had to buy that plugin, and then I'm troubleshooting the plugin that works with the hardware. So it's kind of like somebody made it kind of thing. But apparently a lot of people, or it works fine with them. So I'm trying to figure out what's wrong. Why is it not working with me? On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I will catch you tomorrow for Friday, TGI Friday. There was a few good trades today. There was a long catching at the volume point of control, and there was like a few telegraph shorts from the top. And yeah, hopefully you guys caught something. Yeah, it's the Mac Sequoia and upwards 10.1 doesn't support the new Intel M1 chips and stuff, so you have to get that plug-in to get it to work. Basically, Mac is difficult with a lot of the older stuff. So on that note, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Stay blessed, stay positive, stay frugal, and all.